the head of finance, and I'll be taking us through Zowasel alternative finance in this webinar. So let's just dive into it. So before we go into alternative finance, a brief introduction of what we do at Zowasel and what we are. As we all know, Zowasel is a tech organization and a marketplace. So we leverage on data science technology, and nature-based solution to enhance smallholder farmers' productivity, sustainability, and productivity across value chain. So at Zowasel, you're able to access all POs on our platform, our marketplace, which gives you leverage to see POs of different premium buyers in our platform, which you not be able to get easily, and be able to provide access to national, regional, and international marketplace for our merchants and startups. So let's just move into the next of it. Usually, we know that agribusiness have funding problems, and basically one of the major of them is smallholder farmers lack fund for cultivation. There's also delay in payment and lack of fund for merchant delivery. Exports of agricultural commodity also require huge capital, which are also difficult to unlock. The best basic problem we know is that inputs are unaffordable for farmers, and they are very expensive. Now, farmers does not have that fund to get the right input that they want. There's also lack of access for farmers and startups to get input credits, which makes it difficult for them to cultivate to the capacity to scale up. There is delay in payments for delivery for merchants who wants to deliver our commodity, and merchants as themselves does not lack the access to funds to increase their delivery capacity. Now, the other aspect of it is the export part of agri business requires is known. We know that it's capital intensive, and it is not easy to come by. Exporters lack the access to cheap fund, and they cannot access fund easily. Let me use this other side. Yep. Can you still see my screen?
Yes, you can see your screen.
If I'm using the main presentation chart, in case anyone is reading this and you can call my attention, because I may not be seeing anybody's answer if they're raising now. Understand?
Okay. Yes, I do.
Oh, okay. So in order to solve all these numerous problems, Zowasel has developed its alternative finance to be able to mitigate this problem that's involved in agribusiness, problem of fund particularly. Now, Zowasel offers trade finance to start up through alternative credit scoring evaluation, which we have termed as access, and ethical credit scoring and loan assessment tools. Access bridge the gap between buyers and startup and financial institutions, providing startup with a fair and transparent credit evaluation processes, thereby increasing their access to their chance to securing loan. Now, in our marketplace through our alternative finance, startup can own and cooperative are empowered to unlock access to credits across agricultural value chain, igniting their potential to growth and scaling their business, their agribusiness. With alternative finance, startup can unlock access to payment 48 hours after delivery. Once the delivery is made, the payment is guaranteed within 48 hours, providing a startup with a reliable, timely source of income. Additionally, startup can access global trade financing for FOB, which is free on board and letter of credit, further expanding their financial opportunities through discounting and factoring. Now, alternative finance focuses on these three areas. Now, the local finance, the trade finance, and the equipment financing. Now, the local finance will be able to ship and get paid within 24 hours after quality and quantity a delivery confirmation. On the trade finances, merchants and startups are able to explore flexible export finance options to unlock growth within just-in-time financing, and has to assess export uh, uh, um, export documents, which are instruments for export trade. Now, we also have the aspect of equipment. Farmers and startups, that is cooperative and startups, are able to explore capital, working capital, and to invest in growing their business and equipment to drive sustainable growth. So let's take them one by one. Now, the local finances, you ship and get paid within 24 hours after quality and quantity delivery confirmation. Through this, the farmers, cooperative, and merchants make delivery to their preferred buyer on Zowasel place. They get quality and quantity confirmation. They request for immediate payment under alternative finance rather than waiting for buyer's payment term. They will be able to receive payments immediately after approval, and they are able to return back to their business, thereby making a quick return and expanding their business. Trade finance. Under the trade finance, startup and farmers cooperative are able to explore finance option to unlock growth with just-in-time financing. Commodity exports, as we all know, as we said here, is capital intensive and needs strategic value chain partnership and collaboration. So Zowasel is partnering with local and global financial institutions to support community export and unlock flexible finance options for its customer. Commerce under Zowasel Finance offers them a transparent and flexible finance option to unlock growth and just-in-time and finance for the following export instruments. Like the first one, when it says LC, which is a letter of credit. Through our partnership with our financial institution, local and global, we're able to provide a letter of credit. We're able to provide to provide free carriers, free on board, and cost insurance and freights, etc. This helps the exporter to be able to leave that aspect of thinking, how do I settle this set of instruments? Where do I get it? And so if you are working with Zowasel, you're able to access this instrument easily without looking for how to access it, the risk of looking for where to get it, the time it takes, and the rest of them. And the equipment financing. Exploring merchants and startups are able to explore a flexible working capital to invest in growing your business and equipment to drive sustainable growth. Now, Zowasel has partnered with Standage and Spaceship to enhance access to agricultural machines through an alternative credit scoring model that allows smallholder farmers to access finance in Nigeria. This partnership will leverage Zowasel's on-the-ground infrastructure and experience from its initial phase 1 agricultural machinery program with Mitsubishi, Honda, and Spaceship, and build on Zowasel's authentic credit evaluation scoring system access to bridge the gap between farmers and financial institutions and unlock access to credit for smallholders farmers through alternative data. The partnership goal is to provide access to finance through an alternative credit scoring model and deliver high-quality agricultural machinery across Zowasel remote crop center instruments. This initiative promises to significantly increase the cycle of yield, reliable credit, and loan, thereby driving productivity and sustainability in smallholder farming. Through this, farmers who are unable to get equipment for cultivation, they're able to access credits to be able to pay for this equipment. And the equipment are made available through our partners. Now, through our own alternative finance and alternative data, able to provide the information to a financial institution, and they're able to allow farmers to assess it. Now, we also have the aspects that talks about credit scoring. Alternative finance, which is assets, as we said earlier, is ethical credit scoring and loan assessment tools, can bridge the gap between farmers and financial institutions, unlocking access to credit across agricultural value chain. Assets digitize a farmer's footprint, automates their value chain, enable financial institutions to identify and quantify the risks that is involved and the opportunity associated with credit using alternative data. Ordinarily, farmers will not have access to get a credit. Yet through alternative finance, we're able to decide farmers' footprint, get the alternative data which we present to financial institution, and they're able to, once we score them under this, they're able to, the financial institution will be able to make quick and valuable loan decision to give farmers credit for their cultivation. Now, alternative finance offer for 2024 to 2025 harvest season. In this season of 2024 harvest season, Zowasel Alternative Finance is offering a unique financial model to both startup and cooperative, and as well as processors and manufacturers. For startup and cooperative, the immediate payment for after quality and quantity confirmation. It eliminates the need to wait for the traditional 4 to 60 days. This is achieved through invoice discounting. Payments are received in that merchant's account, deposited to their account directly, and this solves their cash flow problem. Now, by this, they're able to return to business by picking up another PO, and it reverses like continuously like that. With that, they're able to turn around the little one they have, the one what they have, and they're increasing their income. Now, for the processors, manufacturers, they're able to receive commodity delivery from merchants and pay Zowasel later. This is achieved through invoice factoring. They make payment to Zowasel within 4 to 30 days. Their cash flow problem is solved. They receive regular supply from commodities, and they're able to meet the targeted production capacity. Now, how do you qualify to enjoy these alternative finance options? All you need is sign up with Zowasel, create a Zowasel account, or use an existing merchant account that you have if you're already in a platform. Create your bank detail and provide your bank information. Create your listing if you're a startup. Then accept and negotiate. You accept and negotiate and accept offer from the buyers, and you pick up a purchase order. Once you pick up purchase order, the next thing comes is shipment. Delivery is made and payment is received. So we employ you to sign up to be able to enjoy these opportunities. Risk reduction, reduce risk and maximize profits. Now, Zowasel eliminates the hassle and endless screening and registration with multiple off-takers, and then reduces speculative bottleneck of price offer and unfavorable payment term. Like I said earlier, most merchants and even startups are unable to meet the vendor registration requirement of the premium buyers. That at Zowasel, you're able to access leading LPOs on a platform. Just in one place, you are getting all the LPOs. You are not looking for how to get LPO, how to register, and the rest of them. You're able to compare prices, price offer, and pick up purchase order. You ship and get paid within 24 hours after delivery information. We manage your shipment and you pay us later. You're able to negotiate price offer and to earn more for your crop. Access to network of vetted processors and manufacturers. We save countless hours seeking you in offers across offices. You don't have to face the problem of going to different offices to go and look for offers, to go and look for. Just come to Zowasel platform and you're able to all in one platform. There's real-time price information to make selling decision. You can compare, you see different prices. There are prices that are not prices that as of yesterday, and you're still seeing it of last week, I still see it today. Current prices are always are revolved in our platform. Yes, we also offer physical inspection and quality control to avoid rejection. We have our agents all over the country, and if you have your commodity anywhere and you're on that platform, or we can just make a call and we send our agents to come and check to confirm that your quality is what is required from the PO to avoid rejection. Because once you have rejection, you're already losing from that moment. Your cost of moving it to another location or the price will fall down. So dedicated account managers are there to attend to your issues at every stage. Now, flexible fees. Our fees are flexible. We all have flexible payment options to source sustainable across supply chain. On a marketplace, our fee is just 1.5% per transaction, which for you to access unlimited offer, access vetted vendor, and access quality assurance and crop inspection and logistics support. Now once you have your commodity and you have your logistics and you needed us to help you pay, we can help you pay once you pay back when you pay us when you are receiving the money for the commodity. At the time we're paying you your money for commodity, the cost for logistics can just be deducted. And for trade finance, it is between 2 to 5% monthly. This is dependent of merchant credit score. It's also dependent of it is also subject to the financial institution and as well as the trade duration. When we mean trade duration, the trade duration will be when you make delivery, when are we expected to receive a payment from the buyer? That will take the period that is will be considering to ensure that fund is available. It's also dependent of country of origin and then local stroke export terms. Buyer's payment term, which is also relating to that as trade duration. The buyer payment term also guide us on if we are paying on now. What is the time the buyer is paying us back? That's what we consider in having this trade finance fee. So fast and flexible payment term, which is part of what we have discussed. Ordinarily, without the finance, the trade finance, we do it no personal credit, a check, free application process and dedicated customer service. Now, customer service is always there to cater for your for your questions and whatever you want that you're finding it difficult to get. They are always there to answer your queries and all you are asking for. We have a flexible local payment term, which is 48 to 78 hours after delivery. Then you are able to flexible export payment terms and trade finance available based on transaction. So if you need the academic finance, then once you request, it's available for you. Next step. So we employ you to visit our platform, sign up as merchant, and get started. Just all you need is confirm your interest, designated a contact person, provide your designated contact person, register and create an account, sign and contract, get onboarded by the customer service team, launch into the platform, and you start making your profit. So we invite you to speak to us to get involved with Zowasel while we help you improve your business. I think that could be all for now. So we were able to answer your questions if you have any questions.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ebenezer. Thank you so much for the wonderful presentation. I've really learned a lot, and I'm sure every other person here has also learned one or two things. I can see some people are just joining in. Is there any question? If you have any question, you can raise up your hand and then we would unmute and then you will ask your question. Is there anyone that have any question? The floor is open for questions. So while we are waiting for questions, Mr. Annie, is there anything you'd like to contribute to this presentation, or maybe if there's anything you'd like to add?
All right. Thank you very much, Ifama, for that. And thank you, Ebenezer, for the wonderful presentation. Good afternoon, everybody. And we thank you for joining us for this webinar. We really appreciate your presence and we look forward to having you come on board with us so that you can also have access to finances, which is highly needed, especially for our small holder farmers. And then you will all agree with me that funding for agri, especially for small holder farmers, being able to get funds from commercial banks is a Herculean task. Because of this, we have been able to partner with commercial banks, where some of them are partners, and work with them to be able to leverage on their platform, leverage on their goodwill, provide finances for our smallholder farmers and our partners who intend to do business with us. So what we do is to try to make it easy in terms of the collateral they would have needed to provide through accessing funds from commercial banks, which is a difficult situation. So rather than ask for such massive collaterals which are being asked for today, we have an alternative way of assessing through alternative data, and that's why we call it alternative credit evaluation scoring system. We kind of evaluate you through other things which are different from collateral, but acceptable to the banks we work with. And because of that acceptability, once you pass through our platform, we're able to provide you funds for your inputs. We're able to provide you funds for your delivery, for your purchases. And like Ebenezer said, it's a platform we link buyers and sellers. So we're able to provide you with finances to do your business with us on the platform. So we're urging you after this webinar to please jump on board with Zowasel. We're online. You can reach us at zowasel.com. Our phone numbers will be displayed, and they are currently being displayed on the last page of this presentation. So you can copy our phone numbers, jump online, get in touch with us. We're happy to make your business grow. We are happy to provide the finances to grow your farming. We want to be able to do this happily with you. And then we don't want you to go through the hardship of providing all the collaterals that the banks will be asking from you. We want to be able to use alternative scoring model to be able to give you access to those finances through our financial partners. So I hope with this little comment, we will see you join us on board very soon. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the webinar. Have a good afternoon. Thank you. If I'm over to you.
All right, thank you very, very much, Mr. Annie. I appreciate it. So the floor is still open for questions. While the floor is open for questions, I would like to introduce everyone to Zowasel AgTech Global Program, where we sign up agribusinesses, agri startup, farmer cooperatives to come on board on our platform to access our marketplace, alternative finance, logistics support, crop quality specification support, and every support you need as a commodity trader. So I'll be sharing the link on the chat box. So once you register, our team will reach out to you to give you more details and also schedule a meeting with you so we can know your needs and see how you can connect with us. So I can see so far so good. Nobody has any question for us.